Hey there. Have you ever wondered how you can be a champion and truly help support some of your favorite YouTubers, influencers, bloggers, and content creators? Well, I am going to give you some helpful insight into our world and give you a few tips and tricks on how you, our beloved audience, can help support us. Hey friends, today I'm going to do something a little different for this video. I've been wanting to do something like this for quite a while now, and I'm not going to lie, I have been really hesitant to speak on this subject because it does feel a little self-serving. But I do think it's an important topic to discuss, and I don't really see it being talked about much. And after talking with some friends and a few clients about this very subject, they really encouraged me to go ahead and do this video because they found the information to be incredibly valuable and they really thought that I should just share it with you. So I hope this information can, not only help me and help my business to grow, but maybe help some other smaller creators out there who are just starting to build their business in social media or content creating. As a content creator, we actually have a lot of resources out there to learn how to gain new followers, how to grow our social media presence. There are thousands upon thousands of videos and blog posts out there that are geared towards us, the creator, that provide this valuable information. But what I find missing is that crucial knowledge for you, the audience, and how your action, or sometimes inaction, directly affects the success of our work. So just a little bit of background on me. I've actually been working in the marketing and public relations industry for almost 30 years now in some form or another. I've worked in marketing firms, I built my own businesses, and I help others to strengthen their marketing platforms. I specialize in ethical marketing, which really emphasizes trustworthy, transparent, social, and culturally sensitive marketing practices. So in particular, this video is really going to focus on that trustworthy and transparent part of that philosophy. Sometimes being a content creator feels very one-sided. We're making the video and we're talking to you for 1 to 30 minutes sometimes. And yeah, there's a comment section on most platforms to get a little bit of a small connection there, but there's just so much more to this than I think you realize. You and I are in a bit of a relationship or partnership. But the difference is that you're not always aware of the terms of that relationship. And that's really what I want to get to today. For most content creators and influencers, and this doesn't just go for YouTube, but other social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or even Twitter, this is a business. And for some who are successful at it, this is our livelihood. This is how we make a living. Now, I'm not going to speak for all influencers and content creators, but I do think it's safe to say that most of us got into this, social media life because we love it, because we feel like we have something to say or something to share with you, our audience. And that is always going to be the underlying driving force of why we do what we do. But getting paid for what we do is generally the goal. Now, if we get to the point where we are being compensated for our efforts, it does kind of change the dynamic a little bit. And we really become much more aware of the role that you play in our success. There are many actions that you already do to support us that are just simply built into the user experience of watching YouTube or, finding us on other social media platforms. Viewing, commenting, liking, these are all free to you. They do not cost you a thing, and it's already part of that user experience. But I want to go a little bit deeper and try to explain exactly what those actions do to support us. How do they actually support us? There are also other monetary ways that you can support us, and I will get to those a little bit later. So for every single social media platform, the number one way to support your favorite creators is to engage with our media. Engagement adds value to our channel for whatever platform we're working on. It also adds value for brands who might want to work with us with sponsorships or collaborations. They really want to see that high engagement from our channels. The first way to support your favorite creator is by watching their videos. Watching the videos all the way through is crucial for our numbers. YouTube in particular, but also to an extent other platforms like Instagram and TikTok, they log watch time hours. This is a part of how YouTube decides when someone can get monetized on their platform and how they stay monetized. So we need to reach a certain number of watch time hours along with a certain number of subscribers to even obtain monetization status. And then we have to maintain a threshold of a certain number of watch time hours over a 365-day period to keep our monetization status. So it's really, really important to us that you watch our videos all the way through. Try not to skip to the parts that you want. Those watch time hours are incredibly important to us. Now with platforms like TikTok or Instagram with Instagram Reels, it's a little bit easier because the videos are shorter. But if the creator is monetized on those platforms, their compensation is based on views. Commenting on our content, even if it's a simple, great video or this was helpful, is really important for the algorithm. Not only does it help us personally by just letting us know that you've actually watched the video and that you like it or that it was helpful for you. The more comments and interactions a post has, whether it's a YouTube video, an Instagram reel, or even a post or a TikTok, the more value that platform's search algorithm puts on it and places it in front of more people. And even better is if you comment with a question, something that we can then start to engage with. This goes along a little bit with what I said earlier about feeling a little bit one-sided with some of our posts. So you might notice that in videos, we ask you questions, and that's just a way for us to kind of engage with you and prompt you to answer those questions so we can have a back and forth. And it just kind of reminds you that this is a two-way street, that we are trying to create a social interaction on these platforms, which in addition to creating a bond with you, our viewers, it helps to potentially boost our videos in those search engines. So we've all heard content creators say things like and follow for more, or please make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you always get notified when I drop a new video. This is a perfect example of a mutually beneficial action. When you subscribe or follow a creator, it sends a message to the platform that people like us and they like our content. There are certain milestones that platforms will put out there that are dependent upon subscriber or follower count. So for us and the success of our channel, it is important to have those counts as high as possible. It's not just an ego boost for us. It is also something that brands look at when they are deciding who they're going to work with to promote their brands or, have a partnership or sponsorship. It's also really important to follow your creators across several different platforms. Some creators like myself will post different things on different platforms. So you really are getting a wide range of content across all the different platforms. So now on your end, aside from being able to have your favorite creators come up in your feed much more often, usually you will get notified if you decide to do the notification bell. You'll get notified when we actually post a video. You can do this on Instagram as well. You can get notified as soon as we post something. So aside from that, which is incredibly helpful, if you like a creator, you want to know when they're posting. But this also helps to curate your own feed. So the accounts that you engage with and follow directly affect how your feed is going to look. This is how the algorithm works for you. So, if you're following and engaging channels on frogs, guess what? You're going to start to get more channels and more information on frogs to be shown to you, because you have shown the algorithm that is what you're interested in. Don't be a greedy Gus. Share to your heart's content. So this is actually where my PR brain starts to come in, and the world of social media influencers and the psychology of referrals is really, really interesting to me. So, hearing a great thing about a product or a service from your friend or someone that you trust tends to have a lot more value, and it has a lot more weight than actually hearing that exact same information from the company itself. This is why brands work with us as influencers to present this information to you, because we're seen as trustworthy. You like us, you trust us, and we trust the brands, and we're providing that information to you. So that's how these brands work with sponsorships and collaborations. In the PR world, we are speaking on behalf of the brand, and we are providing that information and recommendations to you. And it works on your end as well. So even though you may not be an actual influencer, you do have influence. You have influence over your friends and family. So simply by sharing our videos with the people that you love, you're influencing and you are sharing that information, and that is incredibly important to us as creators. So some really easy examples are that I see a lot in Facebook groups. People will ask for a specific, hairstyle tutorial. You could easily share one of mine or one of your favorite creators. Just directly link it to that video. Or I see this a lot, especially in the beginning of the year. People will ask for, I'm looking for a new list of YouTubers or, content creators that I want to follow that I don't know about. And you could easily put a very quick list together of, well, these are the ones that I really like. This is who I follow. So sharing that information with your group of people is going to give us a lot more exposure, and it's going to help our channels grow. All of these are really, really helpful for us, especially for smaller creators, because the algorithm just doesn't push our content out as much as it does for the larger creators. So having you as our champion and a cheerleader is huge for us. So just a little side note, and I found this really interesting. Most platforms will actually suppress outbound links, especially if that link is directly associated with the creator. So for example, whenever I put out a new video here on YouTube, I always link that video to my Facebook page. And, most platforms don't like outbound links because they don't want you to leave their platform. So they tend to suppress those posts. So that post with that link to my YouTube video is going to get far less views. And then even further, because they know that it's on my Chronically Overdressed Facebook page and it's for my Chronically Overdressed YouTube, they know that it's connected to me, and so they suppress it even further. But if that link is in a comment, so let's say somebody asks specifically for a hair tutorial, and you link one of my videos to that person in a comment, then it's not suppressed. It goes directly to the person that you are, that you're intending it to, and it stays there so other people can see it as well. And that's usually because it's in the comment section, and also because you aren't directly related to my content. So you're not, the original poster, which is you, are not kind of self-promoting. A lot of the platforms don't like the idea of self-promoting, so they tend to suppress it. So so even though it's hard for us, like we will put our links in, Facebook groups or anything like that, just again to try to market ourselves, but they tend to get suppressed and not a lot of people will see it. So it's really, really helpful if you guys can help us by linking our videos, linking our reels in different Facebook groups. That's really helpful, because if you're kind of step away and you're not related to the creator, it doesn't get suppressed as much. In addition, platforms like TikTok and Instagram tend to suppress videos that contain the names of other platforms. And they even will suppress it if you use the word link or bio, which is why you might see creators be very, very creative in how we promote ourselves on other platforms. So if I'm doing something on Instagram and I'm promoting something over on TikTok, I'll call it the clock app, or the Sarah Beth, aka Miss Ginger Jones, is brilliant at this. We have to come up with different ways to spell link in bio. And it's just, so if you're seeing any of that, if you're seeing any of those creators do that, that's why. It's because the platform suppresses those posts. And again, it doesn't want us to promote you, the audience, to go to another link, an outside link, or get it off their page. So please freely share our videos, our TikToks, our Instagram reels, our posts, of course, with the proper credit, on all of your social media, Facebook, Instagram stories, TikTok, whatever it may be. Just please feel free to share. If you've, found a video that you like, if you found a post that you like, share it. Absolutely share it. You never know who it's going to reach. Okay, so those are all the things that are kind of built into the user experience, things that you're probably doing every day, no matter what. So now there are some direct monetary support, which just takes slightly little bit effort, but it's still free. It still doesn't cost you anything. If a YouTube creator is monetized, you're going to see ads in their videos. And this is actually how we make money on YouTube. And I know it's really, really tempting to just skip through the ads so you can watch the video. But if you want a really impactful, direct way to help support your creator, watch the ads. And better yet, click on an ad. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to, but we get a little bit percentage higher when you click on the ads. So it's really important to at least try to resist the urge to skip through all of the ads. I know it's difficult. Our time is very valuable. But if it's something that you're thinking of, that you have a little bit of time, just let the ads run. Or like I said, click on the ads. Sometimes you can even click on the ads and have it open in a separate window, so it doesn't bother what you're currently watching. But just I think it's important for you to know that that's actually how we make our money on YouTube, is just by the ads being shown, you watching the ads, and then you clicking on the ads. Okay, so affiliate links. So affiliate marketing is another kind of direct way for creators to get paid. It doesn't cost you anything to use the link, but when you buy an item using my affiliate link, I get a little bit of money for recommending that product. So if you are wanting to buy something that maybe a creator has recommended or promoted, go check their description or their caption of the video, or even just their channel, and see if there's an affiliate link for you to use. It's really simple. It's very helpful. Like I said, it's not a lot of money, but it does help to add up. And if that person has done some reviewing for you to give you this information, it's just a great way for to show your appreciation that you enjoyed that and it was helpful to you, and Again, it doesn't cost you anything. Okay, so those are the ways that you can help support your favorite creators that doesn't cost you a penny. Now, there are a few ways that you can directly financially support a creator, so let me tell you about those. A lot of creators are starting to use Patreon, and it is a really fantastic way to regularly monetarily support a creator. Sometimes you'll get a perk with your Patreon membership, and sometimes it can just be set up as a simple consistent compensation for the creators that you love so that they can continue to do and create the content that you enjoy. I myself have been toying with the idea of doing a Patreon. I'm not quite there yet, but I support other creators using this platform, and I really like it. It's a way that I know, it's usually only a couple of bucks a month, and it's just a way for me to consistently help support them, and kind of let them know that I appreciate them for all the content that they provide. Then there are donation sites such as Buy Me a Coffee, which is what I use, and is it Ko-fi or Ko-fi, Coffee? They're great ways to tip a creator or just kind of donate a certain amount, just to show your appreciation. Unlike Patreon, it's kind of more of a one-time or an a la carte donation, and you can choose whatever amount you want. Sometimes people will set a goal if they're looking to purchase a certain piece of equipment or something like that. They'll set up a little goal so you can see where they're at on that. And sometimes creators just use Venmo. They'll supply with their Venmo or Cash App information just for direct tips. And there you have it. Those are some ways that you can help to directly support us, and just let us keep doing what we love to do. The things that you do already mean a lot to us creators, and it really does help to support us tremendously. I just hope that this information gives you a little bit more insight on, how your actions help support us, and, maybe be a little bit more mindful of some of the things that you're doing when you are engaging and watching our videos, to, maybe up it a little bit by watching the ads, by actually making a comment. That really helps to show your support and appreciation for your favorite creator. Hey, little PS here. If you haven't watched Carolina's video, I'm going to link it here for you. Please go watch it. It's absolutely hilarious. She's brilliant, but it really does bring up a fantastic issue with YouTube and us wanting or needing to take a break. And I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. So obviously we can't do this all the time, every time, but YouTube dings us big time if we take a week off, if we take a couple of weeks off. And I wanted to kind of put this out for you, out here, of a way that you can really help us if we need to take a week off. Most of us will put something in the community tab or make some sort of announcement that we're going to take a week off. If you see that, if you see a creator doing that, whatever the reason, whether it's they're on vacation, they're sick, they just need a break, do me a favor and go watch another one of their videos. It's really, really helpful to, again, keep up our watch time hours and to, let YouTube know that we're still relevant and we still have an audience. But go watch her video. It's hilarious. And if you see a creator who's taking a break, go watch one of their older videos, watch another video, a video that you've already watched. Go just turn on a playlist and let it go. That can really, really help us when we just need a break. So I want to hear from you on what information in this video was the most surprising or the most helpful for you. And if you have any questions at all about how this all works and how maybe there's other steps that you can take to help support your favorite creator, leave those questions below. I really want to have a good conversation about this, and I am going to ask you to share it. Share this video with your friends, your family, anybody who you think might find this interesting or helpful. I personally love what I do, and your engagement and support absolutely means the world to me. And I think it's just important that you know what your actions are doing to help support your favorite creators. And I really do hope that this video was helpful and insightful for you. Well, that's all I have for now. I will see you again soon. Bye.